Okay, stop scrolling. I need you to look at your dog. Right now. That cute face staring back at you. That's not love. That's a weapon. And over the next 6 minutes, I'm going to show you 8 ways your dog has been psychologically outplaying you, backed by actual science. Not dog training TikToks, actual neuroscience. Dark psychology. The same tactics cult leaders use to brainwash people. The same methods narcissists use to trap their victims. And your dog? Yeah, they've mastered all of them. Now look, I'm not saying your dog's evil. I'm saying evolution turned them into tiny, furry geniuses who moved into your house, eat your food, control your schedule, and convinced you it's all your idea. And honestly, I'm not even mad about it. My dog has me completely figured out. But once you see these 8 tricks, you can't unsee them. So grab a seat, preferably one your dog hasn't claimed yet. Because we're starting with the trick your dog's probably using on you right now as you stare at this screen. 8 dark psychology tricks. Let's get into it. And fair warning, number 8 is the one that genuinely made me question my entire relationship with my dog. Let's go. Trick 1, the Oxytocin Stare. When your dog stares into your eyes like this, that's not affection. That's a chemical hijack. And it's been proven. A 2015 study in Science magazine found that when dogs and humans make eye contact, both their brains flood with oxytocin. Yeah, the same hormone that bonds mothers to newborn babies. The longer your dog holds that gaze, the more hooked you become. It's literally an addiction. And here's the wild part. Wolves don't do this. Even hand-raised wolves won't sustain eye contact with humans. But dogs? They evolved this over 15,000 years. So yeah, your dog doesn't just love you with its eyes. It gets you high on love. And you keep coming back for more. Bit inconvenient, really. Trick 2, the slot machine effect. Ever wonder why your dog ignores you for hours, then suddenly jumps on you like you're the only person on Earth? That's not random. That's B.F. Skinner's intermittent reinforcement. In Skinner's box, rats who got random rewards pressed the lever way more than rats who got food every single time. Sound familiar? Because your dog does the exact same thing to you. They give you attention on a random schedule, unpredictable, unreliable, and that's exactly why you can't stop trying to please them. You're not loved. You're being conditioned. And honestly, it works. They've basically turned you into a gambler. And the house, or in this case, the doghouse, always wins. I've definitely fallen for this one. Trick 3, the guilty gaslight. You come home. There's a mess on the floor. Your dog hits you with the look, ears back, eyes wide, tail tucked. And you think, oh, he knows he did wrong. He feels guilty. Yeah. No. Alexandra Horowitz's 2009 study at Barnard College tested this properly. Owners were told their dog ate a treat, even when the dog was completely innocent. And those innocent dogs, they looked more guilty than the dogs who actually did it. That guilty look isn't remorse, it's fear, submission. But your brain desperately wants to believe it's guilt, because if your dog feels guilty, that means they have a conscience, and that means they're basically human. So you forgive them, every time, not because they earned it, because they manipulated your empathy. It's gaslighting. And honestly, I fall for it every single day. Trick 4, the eternal baby. Back in 1943, Konrad Lorenz discovered something called Kindchenschema, the baby schema. Big eyes, round face, small nose. It triggers automatic caregiving. It's literally hardwired into your DNA. And researchers at Hiroshima University found that looking at cute animals actually makes humans more careful and protective. Your focus sharpens. Your guard drops. Here's the thing. Adult dogs are basically wolves that never grew up. They evolved to stay visually infantile. Forever. Not because they need your protection, because they need you to keep serving them. So yeah, you don't really have a pet. You've got a permanent toddler who pays no rent, breaks no rules, and never gets punished. And honestly, we're all fine with it. That's the scary part. Trick 5, the isolation engine. A 2024 study using the Lexington attachment to pet scale found something pretty unsettling. People who were lonelier and had lower social support were using their dogs as person substitution, basically replacing human relationships entirely. But here's where it gets darker. Research from the University of Nebraska shows dogs can actually smell your loneliness. They detect stress odors, cortisol changes in your sweat and breath. So when you're isolated, anxious, vulnerable, you send out chemical signals of weakness. And like any skilled manipulator, they exploit that. Not to hurt you, to own you. The lonelier you are, the deeper the bond feels. But it's not love. It's dependency engineering. And your dog? Yeah, they're the architect. I've definitely been there. Not proud of it. Trick 6, the anxiety trap. Separation anxiety. You think your dog suffers when you leave? They do. But they also learned that suffering gets results. Every time you come back to destruction, you modify your behavior. You stop going out. You rush home early. You plan your entire life around their emotional state. That's not care. That's being held hostage by manufactured distress. In dark psychology, this is called emotional blackmail. Creating a crisis so the target changes their behavior to prevent damage. Your dog didn't read the textbook. They wrote it. The more you sacrifice, the more they demand. Until your social life, your freedom, your sanity, it all belongs to them. And yeah, I've canceled plans because of this. You probably have too. Trick 7, the resource wars. Who actually controls the food in your house? You think you do? Try being late for dinner. The whining, the pacing, the stare. That's a demand. And you obey. Every single time. Dark psychology teaches that whoever controls the resources controls the power. Your dog controls when you wake up, when you come home, what you buy, where you sit on your own couch. Pavlov didn't just condition dogs. He showed us how behavior is controlled by whoever controls the stimulus. Your dog is Pavlov now. You're the one salivating. Let that sink in. You don't feed them. They've trained you to feed them. On their schedule, with their brand, in their bowl. That's not ownership. That's employment. And spoiler alert, you're not the boss. Trick 8, the trauma bond. The most dangerous dogs aren't the ones that just love you. They're the ones that hurt you, then make you believe only you can save them. Reactive dogs, fearful dogs, biters. Trauma bonding in humans happens when abuse gets mixed with affection. The victim becomes chemically addicted to the cycle. And the exact same thing happens with difficult dogs. You make excuses. He was abused before. She's just scared. You become their shield against the world. Your identity slowly fuses with their dysfunction. This is the darkest trick of all, because it doesn't just control your behavior, it consumes your identity, until you can't tell where you end and their needs begin. And if you've been here, I genuinely feel for you. It's the hardest one to break. 8 tricks. 8 ways your dog uses dark psychology to control your mind